stationed at Fort Bragg. I was a paratrooper. I was in a combat job. I'll say job, they just say MOS, but a lot of people don't know what that is. I was infantry, so I was on the front lines. I did spend time overseas. I got out of the service in 2007. I was medically discharged. Whenever I start talking, he knows I get worked up, so he gets vocal. He'll probably jump in my lap a few times. It's a very lonely place to be a veteran returning home, especially if you're returning home and no longer in the service, especially if you have disabilities. I have combat PTSD, traumatic brain injury, and it's a really, really lonely place. You go from this atmosphere to where you have this group of guys, and you know, they'll die for you, you'll die for them, and you get out, and society these days is more caught up in like designer jeans and newest cell phones and stuff like that, and everybody just doesn't have time to hear about people's problems. And it's a very lonely place, even in regards to family. Like, nobody, unless they've been there, they're never going to understand. It's very hard for me to go out in the public for many reasons. When you're used to going out and being in an environment to where most of the people there want to kill you, and then you come back, they don't untrain you. Like, there's not an off switch for it. Yeah. And to be honest with you, if it wasn't for Rambo, I probably wouldn't be here.
Really?
Yeah, I would have been part of the 22.
Yeah.
And that it's sad to say, it's horrible, but I think many vets' lives could be saved with the service dog. No doubt. There's no doubt about it. I've lost brothers in combat, and the best way I can describe it is he fills that void. Like he's in the car with me when I go places. He's here waiting for me, and you know, like you can tell, like when I get upset, he tries to make me feel better. And as weird as it sounds, you just don't get that from people in your everyday life. I mean, you can get a hug from your mom or your significant other, but it just, because they don't understand, it's not the same. I mean, and I find vets tend to push people away, especially people who can't relate. Even though sometimes I think he got the short end of the stick, I believe he was born to be my dog. He's definitely saved my life.